welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to share a bit of information with you about postpartum depression. This is a massive global problem that's not being addressed as well as it should. It's difficult to get exact statistics because a lot of women don't own up to it, because they're worried about being labelled poor mothers or, having a mental health label. But in America alone, there are over 600,000 cases a year of postpartum depression, and that's for births that there's no complications, and the baby's born healthy. If we add to that the stillbirths and miscarriages, another 50% of that figure can be estimated. So that's 900,000 women a year in America alone. And it's a debilitating problem, depression, when people feel disconnected from their own child. They may have dark thoughts. They may have regretted having a baby in the first place. And more often than not, it's just passed off as baby blues, like it's normal to feel like that. But is it? When I found out about the energy field, the aura in people and children and animals and so on, or living creatures or beings, I realised that pregnant women glow and look so healthy because they've got a double aura going on. They've got the aura of their unborn child shining inside theirs. And an unborn child is just pure consciousness, pure source energy. So when a woman gives birth, that orb of light is now outside of their body. So they're missing a light source, unless they're holding their baby, that they've had glowing inside them for months and months. Well, to me, it's obvious that's got to affect mood for a couple of reasons. One, the lighter we are, the happier we feel, the brighter we are. That's obvious. But the womb, the uterus, that area of the body that's just been through a massive trauma, and birth is traumatic for mother and child, is the sacral chakra in the chakra system. These are the energy centres that run up and down the body. And there are 7 main ones, but there are others. And there are also meridians, which are energy pathways that run through the body as well. This is Eastern terminology and practices, and as far as I'm aware, the chakra system goes back 1500 to 1000 years BC and was brought through from India. So the sacral chakra is the one below the navel that's connected to the womb, that's just been through a big trauma. But the sacral chakra works in unison with the brow chakra, which is here. It's the third eye chakra. And that chakra is linked to the brain, pituitary gland, pineal gland, hypothalamus. All of these affect our hormones, our mood, our personality. There can be physical issues as well, such as headaches and vision problems, and maybe even dizziness. But when you think about it, postpartum depression, it makes sense that these 2 chakras or energy centres in the body have been knocked out of alignment. That's going to cause an imbalance in the system. And I think this is one of the main causes of postpartum depression. Decades ago, when a woman had a baby, they were in hospital for a week, 10 days to recover. These days, you're in and out in 24 hours, I know, because I was. And I also know that when we have a child, when we go through that birthing process, that it can cause soul fragmentation. And this is something linked to post-traumatic stress disorder. This is when a part of our energetic body is outside of ourselves due to a traumatic experience. And more often than not, it can come back in. But if it doesn't, this can leave people feeling depressed for a long time, feeling disconnected, because there's a piece of them missing. People will say things like, I feel like there's a piece of me missing, or I've never felt the same since that incident. So if you know anyone, or you yourself had a child and suffered postpartum depression or is suffering from postpartum depression, it may be wise to get the chakra system balanced with an energy healer, to look into having acupuncture to realign the meridians. These are all things that I can do for people. Not with acupuncture, I use my own methods. But I believe that if women were taught to realign their energy centres after they've given birth, or even if this was standard practice in hospitals, that they had an energy healing session before they went home, that this would rule out massive amounts of postpartum depression problems. And this depression doesn't just hit the women. It's very common that their male partner, if they're suffering from depression, will also feel the depression as well. And this happens because we're connected energetically. And it's very difficult to stay bright and bubbly if you're living in the same house and sharing the same bed with somebody who's in a depressed state because their light quota in their body is low. We've all met bright, shiny people that light up the room. They've got lots of light in their system. We've all been around people that are negative or sick or dull or have drink or drug problems, and you can feel that their energy just feels dark and grey, low vibration. So it's understandable that their partners can be struggling as well. It's a huge global problem, and half of the women are not even owning up to the fact that they feel that way because they're scared of being judged as bad mothers. They're scared to tell the truth. If this was explained to pregnant mothers before they had their child and left the hospital, that they understood it, and it could be explained as I'm doing in this 10-minute, 15-minute video, then forewarned is forearmed. At least they would have the opportunity to do something about it before the depression creeps in and gets a grip on them. And this can happen any time up until 12 months, usually after they've given birth. Oh, there's my dog sneezing in the background. You done? I think he's done. So if you do know someone who's got postpartum depression, please share this video with them. And let people know that it is something that can be healed very quickly if it's caught in time or even avoided. Prevention is better than cure. So thanks for joining me. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.